Hi everyone, I am Ralph Tedious. This video presentation is our major project in our education course coded EDY 2312 Managing Attitudes and Behaviors in Schools, consisting of 4 participants, namely Ralph, Sharon, Wesley, and Damien, attending the University of Boroka, Papua New Guinea. This video will radically address a common behavioral issue in Papua New Guinea based on the topic alcohol abuses in Papua New Guinea, and I will be the first presenter taking introductory part of the presentation. Alcohol abuse is a violent act of drinking excessive amount of alcohol that stimulates mind in a more tense way, having superior dominion over the central nervous system and specified neurotransmitter in the brain that coordinates normal functioning of the body. This radically affects the normal routine of body coordination, resulting in unintentional disrespectful conducts. Furthermore, alcohol abuse is an illegal act bypassing Liquor Licensing Act 1963 and being the main mechanism of violences and banning issues in Papua New Guinea. In November 2nd, 1962, the interim drinking law in Papua New Guinea was approved by the PNG Legislative Council. Following permanent ordinance of alcohol usage and consumption in PNG, was legalized under the Liquor Licensing Act on September 26, 1963. The Act defines liquor and provides provision for licensing establishments that sell alcohol, including pubs, taverns, and bottle shop. In 1973, the alcohol consumption in the country was upgraded under the Liquor Miscellaneous Provision Act 1973 by Papua New Guinean legislators, which further regulates alcohol consumption usage in the aspect like advertising, drinking in public, and on vehicle. Upon the legalizing act of alcohol usage in PNG, adults at the age 18 and above should deliberately consume 2 liters of alcohol or below rather than an abusive yet excessive amount for mind stimulating and stress-free. Before the Liquor Licensing Act in 1963, other Pacific islands, including PNG, was famous in betel nut chewing. Culturally, betel nut was seen as a mind stimulant and stress-free mechanism. However, when alcohol was legalized to the country, it directly substituted betel nut by minimizing its consumption, thus becoming superior over and was consumed in excessive amount, leading to the rising issues in the country. Alcohol and betel nuts serve a similar purpose as mind stimulants that claims to provide a sense of well-being, euphoria, heightened alertness, a hot sensation in the body, and increased capacity to work. However, alcohol is abusively taken in excess over betel nut, leading to alcohol-related problems in the country. Alcohol is a mind stimulant mechanism containing ethanol that basically affects neurotransmitter in the brain. GABA in short, or gamma amino butyric acid, and glutamate neurotransmitter in cerebral cortex, which controls higher cognitive function, and cerebellum in the brain, which is responsible for coordination and balance of brain is particularly affected, leading to behavioral changes such as impaired judgment, slurred speech, reduced coordination, and slower reaction time. Compared to betel nut contains the stimulant acetylcholine, which directly acts on the central nervous system, leading to addiction and other health effects such as higher risk of colon and esophageal cancer and cardiovascular disease. Therefore, alcohol gives rise to more behavioral problems in our society than cultural act of chewing pitolna. Moreover, this video will highlight some effects of alcohol abuse in areas of law and order, health, and alcohol-related social problems in the country Papua New Guinea.
Alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea significantly contributes to law and order issues, impacting both public safety and individual well-being. Alcohol abuse deliberately affects citizens of Papua New Guinea in ways such as number one is increased violence. In Papua New Guinea, intoxicated individuals often engage in aggressive behaviors, leading to fights, assaults, and even homicides. Number two is public disorder. Alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea also contributes to the destructive behaviors in public areas such as vandalism, harassment, and public drug uses. Number three is traffic accidents. Driving under the influence of liquor is a common measure of traffic accidents and facilitating putting life at high risk in Papua New Guinea. Example like car crashes, van, and so forth. Number four is domestic violence. Alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea is a significant factor in cases of domestic violence, including physical abuse and negligence. Example like as Mr. News said, women whose partner consumes alcohol were more likely or more than 2.8 more likely to experience physical and emotional violence and more than 2.5 times more likely to experience sexual violence comparing with whose partner did not consume alcohol. Number five is property damage. Intoxicated individuals often involved in property damage such as vehicles, public buildings, and public infrastructures. Number six is behavioral issues. Alcohol abuse can lead to impulsiveness, aggressions, and difficulties in social interactions. Number seven is dependence and withdrawals. Alcohol is addictive and heavy users can develop a physical dependence. Alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea also leads to wide ranges of several health issues such as number one is trauma. Alcohol-related trauma is a significant health concern in Papua New Guinea, particularly in the content of motor vehicle accident. Number two is high blood pressure. Alcohol also raises blood pressure, increasing the risk of cardiovascular problems. Number three is chronic liver disease. Alcohol abuse also leads to alcohol purchase, a series of potential fatal liver disease active in Papua New Guinea. Number four is cancer. Excess consumption of alcohol in PNG is linked to an increased risking of developing cancers of upper respiratory and digestive tract. Example like mouth cancer, breast cancer, and even consuming of more alcohol can cause damage to the cells as well. And number five is health care causes. Treating alcohol-related conditions Accidents and injuries are costly, which places a significant burden on care system. Example like extended hospital stays. Individuals suffering from alcohol-related conditions such as liver disease or alcohol withdrawals often requires larger hospital stays than those who other illnesses. Okay, mental health issues of alcohol abuse also lead to a range of mental health problems such as psychosis disorders.
Furthermore, alcohol abuse in PNG also affects social affairs of citizens in PNG through alcohol-related problems. According to www.google.com, social issue is defined as problems that affects many in society and is often beyond individuals' control. These issues are complex and requires collective actions to address, which range from income inequality to climate change. They are topics that generate significant public debate and can reflect both current and long-standing social challenges such as 1. Increased crime rate and law enforcement costs. Is associated with increased crime rate include violent crimes rate and property crime rate. Number 2, economics cost. Alcohol abuse leads to lost productivity, increased healthcare costs, and other economic losses. Number 3, damage to social fabric. Alcohol abuse can erode trust in the community, increase social problems, and make it more difficult to achieve social goals in a community. Alcohol abuse is a societal parasite eating into the very core of the society, containing the workforce and contaminating the workforce and rapid destroying the integrity and dignity of the family unit. The divorce rate among couples with alcoholism in PNG is significantly 50% higher, while marriage without the addiction of alcohol issue is 30%, according to World Health Organization. Even when the alcohol partner is willing to seek treatment, the ongoing cycle of addiction recovery creates a toxic environment that makes it difficult to maintain a healthy, stable, and safe relationship. Alcoholism impacts the interpersonal side of marital relationship by creating trust issues, communication breakdown, and conflicts, physical and emotional abuse. Moreover, different families in Papua New Guinea experience different domestic violence when one member or partner is an alcoholic. From observation, when a partner gets drunk for several days, he or she gets quite argumentative and can say hurtful things. Normally, it's over small things that doesn't matter. They start verbal arguments which deliberately leads to fight and more offensively involve stone, bottle, stick, knife, and guns against each other. Therefore, alcohol abuse is a significant cause of most social problems in this country, PNG.
As being stated and presented by my fellow members or colleagues, alcohol abuse is a very serious burning issue in Papua New Guinea. However, we can't leave it like that. We can address it through varieties of simple measures like first, prevention. Public health intervention aimed at reducing alcohol consumption, especially among youths, can help prevent the negative impacts of alcohol on the lives of individuals of Papua New Guinea. Secondly, treatments. Alcohol use disorder or AUD can be treated through varieties of measures like therapy, medication, and support group service. Thirdly, support service. Individuals and families struggling from alcohol abuse can go through support services like counseling, support services, and detoxification program. Thirdly, the whole of society's approach. This is the very important part to address the alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea. Addressing alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea requires a collaborative effort from our national government through its law and order department, education department, and all the NGOs and individuals of Papua New Guinea have a role to play to address the issue of alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea. These are some of the ways or measures that we can address the alcohol abuse in our country, Papua New Guinea. So, to conclude, this video presentation is all about alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea and its negative impact in the areas of law and order, health, economic development, and the social welfare of all the individuals of Papua New Guinea. Alcohol has been a very influential mechanism in all many arising issues, leading to major impact on integral human development and increasing decline in countries' economic development. Developing countries like Papua New Guinea will continue to prevail downstream or be shrink if the alcohol is continuously being abused. Alcohol abuse is a risk and can consume a developing or undeveloped countries like us, Papua New Guinea. Therefore, we can make some recommendations to our national government that our national government, through its law and order enforcing departments, can increase the penalty for alcohol-related or alcohol-associated problems, drugs, and home brews, so that the citizens are more aware of the penalties and they can possibly try to avoid this. Secondly, our government, through its National Department of Health, can make increased awareness about the negative impacts or possible dangers of alcohol abuse, so that the citizens or people of Papua New Guinea can be more aware of the health risk associated by alcohol abuse, and they can possibly, as much as possible, they can try to avoid it. Thirdly, we can recommend our national government that through its education department can spread its branches through varieties of areas, so that the unfortunate one, the illiterates, can have some access to formal education, so that they can understand the purpose and the use of each item produced in the country or imported into our country, like alcohol, so that these people can have a fair idea on the nutrition fact, the nutrition information of the product, so they are aware of what they are doing. These are some of the recommendations that we can make to our national government to address the issue of alcohol abuse in Papua New Guinea. Thank you very much all. This is the end of the presentation. We hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and we also hope you got what we intend to present here. Thank you very much. That's all.